Alright friendlies, can you see me in this? It's small, but I like it. This is a Roadtrek. It's a 99 for $21,900 with 80,000 miles on it. Somebody smoked in here. It's not that bad though. What I like about the Roadtreks are these windows. I like all the light. And what I like also about the Roadtrek is the back door. I imagine just laying in bed, and some of the best pictures I see are people laying in bed with the back door open to a beautiful view. Not a lot of storage. A couple things that worry me about the Roadtreks. No oven. You all know my vegan ways. Cooking. How the hell do you open this thing? Oh, geez. Boy, they really sealed everything in here. Oh, this refrigerator is actually not a bad size. I've seen smaller. Oh, that's going to be tough. That means making more runs to the store. Really only having on hand what I need. Like right now, I've got food in my cupboards I haven't touched in a year. So that just means being more mindful. There really is no storage in here. Look, that's not bad. These are pretty deep. This is where the TV's supposed to go, and I don't need... Oh, look at that! More space. I like that. I don't want a TV. Storage here. The bathroom. I could totally do this. I like it. It's a good price. But it's tiny. So what do you think? I sit here and work. Capone sits up on the seat. I fling these doors open, get fresh air, get beautiful views while I work. I don't know. It might be a little claustrophobic. This ceiling's really low. Yeah, and I can smell the smoke in here. Reminds me of that grocery store in Mississippi that I got so much shit about. Okay, look at this. This is a bigger Roadtrek. Look at this. This is nice, and it's newer. This is an 04. What? Does that say 190,000 miles? No. No, what does that say? I don't know. For 30,000. Hello?
Come in.
We have a Dodge. Is it a motor trek or a road trek? Come on, bud.
I don't know if this is so. Some of these here are so good.
Ooh, I like this. It's got good clearance. So that was my fun day of Roadtrek shopping. I hope you enjoyed going along with me. Thought I'd update you on where I'm at rather than just throw that video out there and let you all kind of guess. That was probably over a week ago, and part of the reason I went there was just really because I needed to sit in some Roadtreks, really just sit in them, be in them, look at them, and really consider whether or not I could live in a van. I desperately want to be a van lady. I really do, and I've struggled with that since I've been living in an RV. As soon as I just discovered that people live in vans, I wanted to live in a van. After spending a couple hours looking at them, sitting in them, and the couple weeks or the week or so since then, I have come to the conclusion that I just can't. Sure, I mean I can, but I don't think I'll be happy. And a couple of reasons that I have determined that a van isn't going to work for me. Number one is I really like having my oven. I do all whole clean foods. I don't do packaged. I mean, the only packaged prepared foods really I eat are organic beans out of a can, and I still would even prefer to do my dry beans. So I cook everything I eat pretty much from scratch. And the oven is really important to me, as is the refrigerator. I don't like going to town really any more than I have to. So if I can stock up for 7 to 10 days on produce in my refrigerator and go off the grid, that's what I like to do, and there is no way I'm going to be able to do that in that tiny refrigerator. I'm literally, because I eat so much produce, so much fresh produce, I'm literally going to have to go to the store like every 3 or 4 days. And when I'm an hour away from a store, that's just not doable. But the real deal breaker on the Roadtreks was the clearance. And I am so eternally grateful to those of you who, in a video where I had mentioned that I might want a Roadtrek, pointed that out to me, because I don't know that I would have noticed. One of the biggest selling points to me of a van is being able to go more remote, being able to go places that Matilda can't go. Well, with that clearance on those Roadtreks, on many of those Roadtreks, there is no way I would have gotten stuck so many times if I was driving a van. So yeah, that to me though is the biggest drawback of a van. Well, maybe not the biggest, it's one of the bigger ones. The headroom in there, it just felt claustrophobic to me. And I think the bottom line is, I mean, I haven't lived in a van, so I don't know that this would change once I lived in it a while, but for me, it felt, living in a van, sitting in it just for a couple hours, and again, I haven't lived in it, so I'm sure those of you out there who watch who live in vans, maybe that changes over time, but for me, it feels like living in a vehicle rather than a tiny home. The big box on the back of my van just feels separate enough to me that it actually feels like a home. Who knows, maybe that would change, and who knows, maybe I could adapt to that after a while, but I think that rather than trying to squeeze myself into something that isn't really gonna make me happy, I think that where I'm at right now is, I think I just need a 22 or 20, I think, do they make 22 or 23 foot Class C? I'll get the clearance. They actually have pretty good clearance, and that knocks 7 whole feet off of what I have with Matilda. 7 feet. And one of the biggest challenges I have with the 29-foot RV is that I want to go explore, but my concern is I'm going to get myself wedged in somewhere where I can't turn around. And I got myself into one of those just the other day and put a new hole in Matilda because I needed every tiny inch of the space I had to be able to turn around and get out of there. And so knocking 7 feet off is going to give me a lot of flexibility, a lot more maneuverability than I have now. So that's where I'm at. I hope you enjoyed going and visiting and looking at some Roadtreks with me and kind of seeing the pros and the cons and the ins and the outs and what's available in that price range. Because I know a lot of you are also looking, and I know a lot of you are looking for me. So now you know what my price range is. You know what I'm looking for those of you who are so kind to look for me all over the country. That's what I'm looking for. 22, 23 foot Class C. Something newer, of course. What I opted for with Matilda was low mileage and older, and I think that was a mistake. Actually, at this point, I think if within my budget, I think I'd rather go for newer and higher mileage. You know, at least then I knew it was driven, it was taken care of, etc. All right, so that's where I'm at, and I'll keep you tuned in as I keep looking and as I keep exploring and deciding what I'm going to do next. And finally, I want to thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. It really means a lot to get all the emails, the messages, the cards, and all the offers of sending things to me. I just really appreciate every single one of you. It means a lot, and I feel extremely fortunate to know that I have so many wonderful and kind people in my corner. All right, I'll talk to you next time. Be happy, be free, and be kind. I'll see you down the road. Capone, you riding in the golf cart? You're adorable. Yeah, my viewers love you.